Well, if you've ever spent any amount of time gardening, you know how important it is to have good soil. If you have bad soil, or the pH level is all off, or it's just a bunch of rocks, or it's clay, or it's sandy, or it's not the right kind of soil, no matter how much seed you put into the soil, no matter how much work you put into growing your plants, nothing is ever going to grow. Or if it does grow, it's going to grow up a little bit, or die, or have disease, or not produce fruit, or whatever it is. You have to have the right soil for gardening, for planting something. You have to have the right soil. And this week we're going to be in Luke chapter 8. Pastor Kent is going to continue his series in looking at what Jesus' mission and ministry is in Luke chapter 8. And we're going to see the parable of the sower. Jesus telling his disciples that the seed is the word of God being spread all over, and that as disciples of Jesus, we are called to spread God's gospel everywhere. And sometimes it's going to land in bad soil, but sometimes it's going to land in good soil. And when it lands in good soil that God has prepared, that person will grow into a great follower and into a great disciple of Jesus. And so we're called as disciples to spread seed everywhere. Even when we know that soil might not look to be the best, it might be great soil. Sometimes we see soil we think looks amazing, but underneath it's all rocky and sandy and clay. We're called to spread the seed, spread the gospel everywhere, indiscriminately. We're called to preach the gospel to everyone. So this week, as you go throughout your day, through your week, this month, think about the soil that God has been preparing around you. We can't necessarily judge the soil just by looking at it alone, because God prepares people to hear the word of God from us and from how we live our lives.